Been a little bit longer than I intended, but yeah. I mean, I was busy with other things too. Plus, it's not like I wasn't doing anything in the office while I was away too. I was actually working on upgrading and improving various farms. So for instance, I've actually got Lightmatica things for an improve for actually a super smelter, which will be going right next to that cobble farm. I don't think I mentioned as well that I actually tweaked the cobble farm to get her working even better. On top of that, I've also got a replacement for ENXO4's Trees Farm, which uses a dispenser instead of the duplicator that was up there before. So everything's set for our potentially temporary, potentially permanent, who knows, lack of TNT duping. With that, let's get back to this triple farm here. And by that, I mean we're going to go and collect some more supplies. This portal right here actually leads over to the ice area over there, where the ice farm is. Now that unfortunately is not built, but I don't need an entire ice farm. I just need, a nice stack or so of ice, preferably packed. Go down here. A vote on me? Yes, I do. Sweet. And there. Oh, that's perfect. All right. Let's get me some ice. Yeah. I do want to reserve one of these for myself. I think actually that might be a good one. Oh. Photo. A little bit of this. Get rid of. Fortunately, I do have Aqua Affinity, which is nice. Oh, shoot. Getting out of here. Do not have the armor to withstand that. Good one. Polar bear. You're passive, right? Passive. Sweet. Alright. Oh, hey. Convenient for me. Head in here. Just to grab my stack. My preference here is for packed ice as well. Oh, this is blue ice. Never mind. Really good. Shoot. See, this is a problem. I just want packed ice, not blue ice. Blue ice is amazing, don't get me wrong. It's a bit of a waste on just item filters, you know? Yeah, see, this would be much more like it. Some of you back here. Get rid of that too. Or ice left here. Something like that. That's good enough. Good enough. Into you. Below the water line. Maybe a bit much. That's okay. Back of this. If I have to go out through the wall. Sadly, I bet you trident wielders are not too far behind. Alright. Almost at my stack here. So bad. Normal mental. Can't spot anything obvious, so it's probably just some rendering glitches. There we go. Okay. Out here quick before I tried for something. Whew, okay. So this way. Less likely to have a trident person. I'm gonna have to keep that in mind once I get a good set of armor. Heading back in there and taking on that trident person might actually be quite worthwhile. That's one tool I've never really sort of played with, is a trident, so one might be really quite nice. Alright, I think that's pretty much all we need. I've long since loaded up on iron. I can use slabs instead of glass. I do like my glass things and all that, but I don't really necessarily have all that much glass on me. Slabs work just as much, and you can see that they barely made a dent in my wood pile, which I'm probably going to need a lot for over here. Back in here. Get in here. Right. That worked quite well. Alright, let me grab... Where it's going to be. Alright, and let's head back home. Oh, actually, no, let's not head back home. Let's head over to the desert. I really need to go home for much of it. Got plenty of food. Well, I should spend a little bit of time AFKing over at the Ogland farm. Just mainly because I've been so busy with the triple farm, I haven't really had a chance to AFK over there. And you've basically seen all the times I've actually been online on Sitosis. You know, I've been working offline on various things, but have not actually worked on Sitosis proper, so, in a while. Fix this now. Yep, there we go. Like 120 is about to be released too. Some cool things I like about it. Like universal dyeing, for instance, sounds pretty awesome. Or, you know, the ability to actually re-dye things that have already been dyed. That's, you know, of all the sort of modded things I've seen, it's probably the one I'd be like, okay, you know, if they incorporate this into the base game, I'd really kind of like that. So Nice to see it coming. Is the rest? I don't know. Bamboo planks. Me. Animals are kind of an interesting animal, but I'm generally not that big on riding animals. I mean, killing horse, obviously accepted, but I don't know if I've shown this. No, I think I did show this last time, but there's now apparently quite a collection of villagers outside here. Three, I think it's a full four actually out here. Nice, because there's no way they're going to get sort of attacked out here. Honestly, if anything, I'd actually prefer them to be out here than back at the village, where they might get converted to zombies or what have you. Hey, little villager. Four would be. Oh, there you are. You're wondering, enjoy yourselves. I'm going to get back to actually building the item filter. Probably going to have to hop right into bed. Yep, that's okay. At least now I've got sort of exclusive access to these beds. I only think there's one villager in here right now. It also means the village isn't going to repopulate. Oh, I see you over there. Alright. Packed ice than I thought. Alright, I'm going to need a fair bit of wood here. 16 double chests at least, because I'm going to want a room for... I mean, I need right now room for gunpowder, spider string, and in future I'd like to incorporate sugarcane in here too, but, not in the short term, so... Do I go for the full four, or just three? Start catching on fire there, Mr. Creeper? I like that. Hey, you know what? 4 double chests. I think... Oh, actually, that's enough. I gotta... And... 1 stack of logs gives you... sorry, one log gives you half of a chest. So 16 double chests is 32 single chests. So yeah, the entire thing has to be converted. Wood. You gotta be converted to chests. Oh, and that should be enough. Oh, thank goodness. Despawned. I know. I'm too addicted to cheating cat. Right. Um, your garbage block. Alright. Four. Here it's going to be substantial. Two. Pattern. Always got to be in the sides, otherwise it doesn't properly double chest. after all. Oh. Oh, then I'm gonna need 5 hoppers per row. 4 rows, so that's 20 hoppers, so 20 chests. Going through the wood. Oh, that's right, I didn't need double chests, I just needed singles. In fact, I only needed 20, not 32. Oops. That's okay. I'm gonna have more than enough need for chests elsewhere. Okay, let's go back. That's a decent amount of glass, but not enough to go the entire way. So I'm gonna have to use slabs for the rest of it. All right. Where is my ender chest? Yeah, I stocked up on this a little bit. I already chewed through a bit of it. Okay, so all is into hoppers. Half of them. So here's another 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 actually. Back. Alright, then not for you. Decent amount of redstone, but unfortunately I am gonna have to head back to spawn because I don't have any quartz within here. And I'm gonna need at least 4 comparators here, so close. I'm at the present after all. Oh, I've got 20 of these suckers, so I might as well get started here. Everyone's got to go a different way. Question is, do I do... What style of sorter do I do? Do I do the conventional one, since it's going to be a little bit cheaper? Honestly, I'm still kind of redstone constrained, so I should probably stick with that. Conventional one then is, instead of hoppers up top, what do I have for stone? A lot, sadly. Cobble deep slate or polished deep slate? Those are nice, but I ironically actually need a dropper for up top there. Oh, do I engage? You know what? Using a lot of birch. Let's stick with the birch. Certainly, it's also a really nice match for what we got going on here. Get a bunch of planks. Now, let's see if I can do this off by heart. Ooh, have to go up top. You guys all need... Oh, shoot, no, that's right. It's not up top, it's down below. All right, so you actually need to go right here. Series of 4 redstone torches underneath here. Redstone on me, yeah, enough for actually all 4 of them. Redstone torches go on. These effectively lock the hoppers. Go to go as well. Then sadly, I am going to need to put here. Easier if it goes over this way, though. On. I want to try and organize it against that side right there. A lot tougher to do with the item filters going around. Okay. I could potentially solve this with more hoppers to sort of reroute where everything goes. I've actually worked it out already on the mob filter to allow me to really sort of tack in all these things. Maybe I could still get away with it. I think I could still get away with it. Device. Right up along here. This also is another annoyance too. Yeah, take a look at that. This is coming directly off here. Means that it basically, yeah, aligns straight with here, which is super annoying. But I put a row of ice down here. Put some slime blocks on top. Or sorry, not slime blocks, honey blocks. I think that'll do it. Okay. Winner to action. Dang it. Every ice block is vital. I believe you are all right. These ones are. We've got comparators up top, normal redstone right here, and then a series of 4. What am I picking up? Series of 4 repeaters down inside here. And this is much easier to do if I don't fully close this off. So let's do. And I need something over here to sort of destroy anything that's left over. Suppose I can set up a bit of netherrack and set it on fire, and that would do the job. think this works then. Also means that in order to contain this water, launch hard. Or do I want it to be this? There, because this is going to be a slime block right here. And if you're supposed to be, yeah, okay, no. But you should go there. You should go there. Out of there. The bottom. Locked of it. Yep. A little bit more birch. Anyway. You gotta go up top. Hey, there are two guys right there. Okay, well, two villagers there, then the village will automatically repopulate if I hang around here long enough. It means I've inadvertently made a villager breeder. Okay. I need to go back for a bunch of things. But I could put the honey blocks in now. Got these sitting right here. This is relatively short, even if I'm wrong about a little bit of ice getting on there, doesn't really matter. Because the water level is going to be so high, it should be able to drag everything across the top of these item hoppers. Okay, but now I also need a shed ton of planks. Go back in there, populate, and demand all your planks. We're doing that. Punch. Sure. Alright. Another thing I gotta figure out too. This is my eventual target. I'm at 85, huh? Okay. Currently at 90 then, eh? So it's gonna drop down 5 blocks. Glass on me? No, I do not. Glass over here. Not. Pick a little bit of this glass. Yeah, that's right. Unfortunately, the shulker box is back over there, so. Yeah, nice. Pop you back in there. Oh, actually, that was not. But you're right there. Okay. I'm going to save a little bit of space here. Just so I can build the redstone machinery around the side here. But I do need that right here. And then I put a bit of water in there. Kind of nice to have like a little bit of stone here. So I'll tell you what. go. 2 bits of sand. And yeah, I'm gonna need another comparator and repeater in there. Okay. Now, bring it all down. Oh, dang it. Hoping for stone. Right, where's my water buckets now? We'll have a bucket there. No bucket there. Shoot, they're all back in the shulker thing, eh? I mean, I could also try this. Would have did it. Now, I really want to make sure I've got the elevations and all that correct. So let's head back over here. I'm all out of water buckets. Embarrassing. That. Up. 2 up. Looking good. Oop. Water from back here. Oh, cool. There. You. You and you. Back home because it's almost time for mobs to spawn. Alright. Sand or terracotta? I think terracotta. Oh, really? Huh? Oh, okay. Well, yes. Carry on down here. Some sort of reinforcement right here. Good start so far. Perhaps I should finish this first. Look at what, 3 more elevation to lose before. Closed. Spawn spears can't bother me, so go over here. W temporarily. It looks so much nicer. Oh yes, and those holes in there are to prevent mobs from spawning in there, so I don't have to worry about anything coming along and ruining my day. Well, let's keep using a little bit of this concrete here. Go. Should be enough. Yeah, that was enough. Go. Jump onto here. No, but I can pick it up anyway. So. All right. Carry on here. Still might be able to make it. I think it's going to be very close. In the end, I should be able to pack on everything I need. Let's get a little bit of sand right here, so. Ha, perfect. Also got to test this to make sure that there's no item spillover off the side, too. You can imagine that will be a big problem. It's pretty easy to test overall. You now I can actually use some sand. Nice. A bit of this. Got a shovel just sitting up that hill. Okay, that's almost certainly. Row down. want to test to see whether or not popped in there the right way. I guess I could make a lever. Okay. Actually eject everything in there. Quite like. See how much of it actually falls outside. I think that was actually 100% of it. Yep. Perfect. All right. So don't have to worry about anything falling outside of the balance. That is. Guess in there. Down to the big one. I should be able to eliminate these. Water bucket right here. Doing up here. That's all right. I can cope with that. All right. The other plan then is to just sort of bit of sand in there. Most effective. Skip a bit of these two. Let's use up a little bit of my sand here. Got a bit after all. Okay. Grab shovel, go for a nap. Yep. All right. I live again. Efficiency for him. I think I'll pick it. Oh, efficiency. Such a terrible one. Well then, I here because there's going to be redstone in there and in there. Yeah, no, this has to be a solid. No. Unfortunately, I need a comparator and a bunch of redstone here, which means go across. It's got to go one up. All right, I can fix that. The idea here then is I have to pull another slime block, put it up. Slime block. Another honey block, put it up there. Birches. Pull some cobble in there. Definitely a no-go. Gonna put sand in here. Why not? Grab me another layer of sand. Sadly, start using. Oh, yeah, actually. All right. Definitely get more planks in the meantime. Rip up some of the planks that are down here. I don't need them this low. Bleeding planks all over the place. Enough right here. Ah, it needs to be bigger. Large planks. Get. Go. Pick up these planks. Okay. I really need to fill in this top area here. This. Okay, fill in this area in. You need another set of planks. Okay, one more birch plank. below. If and I can. I cannot. Oh well. There we go. Sadly, I gotta put a sign up against there. Pull out a few more planks. That's not. Sign. The water thing right there. Another water bucket right there. I have it. But in the meantime, I need more water. This. And eventually I'm going to have to give up and head back to spawn just to get that. Oh, that's pretty convenient. Push you out. Pop you in. And one water bucket right there should be enough. So, one thing I'm worried about is whether or not it's going to be in range of the hopper. I'm going to hit there, and it generally will stick on top of the water. What I may need to do, get a bunch more planks. Create like a little water trough coming off here. A big problem with this, of course, is that the lower I go, further back I go, the worse it's going to be for potentially having items rest on top of a hopper, which I don't want. Find out. Obviously, need to slab a lot of this up too to prevent mob spawns. There we go. There we go. You guys be making a baby sooner or later. All of it? Alright. Go back and get that other bit of water. That's good enough. Grab me some more water anyway. Always have use for water. Now, it's getting dark. Next step is figuring out just how many items to put in those item hoppers there. I know it's 47 of the items you want. It's 4 others. You know, babe. More here. Temporarily patch this up. Didn't hurt my redstone. And it is all you can really want. Alright. Bunch of helping. Alright. Let's go the long way. Oh, you're fine. Okay. Never mind. Alright, so now I believe it's 4 per. I split this across 5. That. 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 That should be everything I need. Let's head back over here. Dorman. Grab a little bit of these. Not a lot. In here. Oh, howdy, Mr. Enderman. Alright, so you're gonna get gunpowder. You're gonna get string. That. Back along here. Where'd I put my lever? Thank you. Test this to see whether or not this item filter works. Here, okay. Let's go and grab a nap. Back to check on the results later. Woo! Yes. Super lucky there. Go, creep up. A little close. Yeah. Looks like I got a little bit of business to tend to. 7, 5. Perfect. Right, so the atom filters work then, even though this is a little bit unorthodox in terms of how they're set up. I'll take that, you know? Classic, I guess. A little bit sus. That. Okay. I think we're pretty much done. So, time to head back to spawn and get the materials I need. Do I have everything with me? Shulker box. Chests. Yep. Alright. Of course, I took the long way around. Okay. Probably also grab myself some meat. Alright. So we need 4 comparators, 4 repeaters. Actually, no, we need 5 comparators and 5 repeaters, because I'm going to be building a clock around the redstone that's sitting back at the dispenser, so dropper, sorry. So 5 and 5 then. Got more than enough redstone. Stone might be more of a challenge, but again, I've got a super smelter which has chewed through a bunch. Oh, but it's chewed through a bunch of normal stone and made smooth stone out of that. Alright, I might actually be short on stone, believe it or not. Let's see what state the super smelter's in before I go. And that's a good excuse to actually show off some of the other designs I've been working on. Alright. Park you next to you, bud. Through here. Still made it. Alright. That out of the way. There, I need it. Glass over there. A lot of iron over there. Thanks again to Grobler for, again, being an MVP and dropping off even more iron back at spawn. Super appreciated. See over here. Let's head over here and see how much stone I got. Lucky I've still got a bit. Need this anymore, so lock these back. That's all smooth stone, but not looking good. Not good. All right. Steal anything from here? Steal a couple of buckets though. Go. Alright, let's just grab a quick bit of stone from down here. I don't need a lot, so we're just going to be sitting here for a couple of seconds. That's a bit suspicious. Throwing some sort of sand at the very end rather than actual. Probably going to have to reset this at some point. Alright, definitely going to need all the redstone torches I got. Alright. Only 2 comparators. 1 repeater. Not enough. Lay you down. Phone. Grab me some this. Ah. I want. Where are these do I need? I need 3 for comparators, and I need 3 more comparators, so that's 9 right there. I need 4 more of you, so that's 19. Oh yeah. Of course. Now look at that. Something has gone wrong with my cobble. I have to go back and fix this at some point. Well, I mean, my plans are to actually build a much better cobble farm over here, so we need to go that far. 5 and 5. A decent amount of redstone dust just to finish off the rest. Oh, and 2 leftover redstone torches. Cool. Put the glass back in there. Iron back in there. A little bit of emergency stone around for me. Cobble though, so keep you around. Move a little bit of quartz in here too. So I have some emergency in case I need it. Kindling in here. Oof. Not like. Don't touch one yet. Alright, so with that, we're pretty much set. But I do actually have a bunch of other schematic placements to. Oh, okay. Alright, let's load in some schematics. Also, off screen, did a lot of organization on here too, so. Go for some cobble. Full auto dispenser. Closer. Oh, and we're about to hit. Let's go over here and sleep this off. Then we'll get back to laying out all these farms again. Alright. What, like jumping into bed? This feels like it should be faster than riding that horse, but I really at some point need to actually time things relative to. Oh, all right. With that, duration, render layers, all. Okay, I got that. Oh yeah, but that's here. Sorry, let's move this back. Sadly, it's partially going to have to be over water because of these little filters right here. These need to be. See, there's actually okay. It's really tough to sort of tell from here. But yeah, you can see there's a bit of soul sand in there. That needs to be overlapped. Although I can actually move it back one. This will do it. That should be a good spot for it. Placements. I'll lock you for now. Back to you later. Meantime, X, back up. And I want components, smelting. Here's the fancy pants one. Long. Oriented the wrong way around. Rotate you. That's better. A little bit of room between them. Not much. Move this down a little bit too. It's actually fairly convenient because this would be sort of the super smelter I've designed right here. Actually, let's show you a little bit better what it looks like. Pretty simple, basic setup overall. We've got 16 furnaces in total, mine carts which feed both fuel and items to be smelted within there, and then a mine cart unloading system. Now, this is definitely a little bit more aggressive an unloading system than you really need on here. But the reason why I'm doing it this way is with a water stream coming down, I can actually route the water stream down, around, and into the water stream right here. And so these chests do double duty. They both, capture the cobble mined by this farm, and they also might capture whatever output is coming through here. Pretty super handy. Back, right around there. There, and I've got two different designs of this actually, as you sort of saw on there. One which is tweak more for Sitosis right here. So it assumes water bucket. It assumes you're using lava buckets. In that case, it doesn't actually. It uses. It doesn't have any sort of water within here to slow things down. Whereas this has water on here to sort of slow things down and make sure everything you're smelting gets distributed nicely. Whereas the fuel does not. It's more because lava buckets you can only fit 5 per cart, and there's already 16 furnaces to fill. It makes much more sense to have the filling of lava buckets happen as rapidly as possible. So yeah, and then of course, down here we pick up left, send it down a water stream. Down all over here. So good. So now we need one last component in here. We've got the smelter. We've got the cobble generator. So we need lava. And now I actually get to show off the farm I designed earlier. It's a biggie. Let's pop up like this. Now in my case, because of the land I had designed it in, I wanted it to sort of be over water. Just, the idea being that nothing can really catch fire in that regard. And it's very convenient because I could place it next to another water structure. Here, I don't think I really need that, so I'm actually going to be rebuilding it along here. This is the basic mechanics of it right here. You've got back down here. You've got a series of lava cauldrons and a piston feed tape, and you can see very carefully there's an observer down there. So if you come along and empty this thing via a bucket, the observer detects that and triggers off a series of redstone circuits, which withdraws this in, triggers the piston feed tape to go around one more, and put this lava bucket that's right over here. And then this piston gets triggered again to push it out forward. And this is the second time it's triggered, it's suppressed down here, so it only fires every second time. So as long as you wait long enough, this actually sort of will refill. And I mean, around and around and around it goes. Mumbo Jumbo showed off a much smaller version. I kind of like this bigger one just because it maximizes the piston feed tape, and that also maximizes the chances of all these lava buckets being full. So, all right, with that, rotate you around. Um, yeah, okay, good. You're actually the right one. Place you. Yeah, there we go. Here. And we kind of want all these things sort of to be in the same basic spot. So actually, a little bit further back. Because this sort of coincides with, this is the lava fill bucket right here, amusingly enough. So put it roughly around in here. Fill that in. But of course, I don't really need the elaborate staircase to get in and all that. So I can actually lower this right down about here. Split in a bit. Okay. Now, none of the redstone with this interferes with any of the redstone over here. And I can basically ignore all the fancy pants exterior stuff that I've got right here. Everything just sort of fits. So you go in here, you get your lavas, and then you can sort of drop it off next to this thing right in here. And then, you fill in smeltables, they come back up through here, and they contribute towards the thing itself, which isn't necessarily the best, because you can imagine if you want the cobble farm, you want it to sort of run completely, but I think it'll work. I think it'll work well enough anyway for what we've got on Sitosis. You can see how this setup is much nicer than this setup right here. So much more cleaner and all that, although I'm gonna have to do a lot of figuring to actually figure out that spot. But of course, there's still more. Let's go to statics, components, and TNT2. Not that. Loaders. No, where did that jump clones? Flusher, I think it was. No, that's not it. This is weird. I thought for certain I actually had TNT dupers there. Coreless? Nope, that's not there. Minecart unloader, truck loaders. Oh, I bet you it's in the trees. Hang on. Materials. Good. There we go. Enix for a tree farm discharge patch. I'll smart myself. Okay, so with this, yep, is for a specific angle, but we can now put this over here, here, and basically coincide these two together. There we go. This is sort of my replacement for what's already there. And move it out just so you can see what's happening a little bit better. Yeah, this is a slimeless TNT duper. Really cool design, but obviously with the TNT duping disabled on the server, not going to work. So all I did basically was pop in a dropper and try and figure out what and this is actually, if you remember Ilmango's auto cobble farm, which is literally right over there. This is the exact same mechanism he uses within it, so it was a very easy redesign. The only tricky part that I had to work out was the timing, since ENX04 actually does have some very specific timings related to this, thanks to this piston right here. get it wrong and it's not going to push. And so after a little bit of fiddling, I figured out it's exactly this. That's it. You put a repeater in like that, and boom, you got all your timing set up. Let's put you back. Lock this. Here. Lock you. All right. Lock you. Lock you. I don't really need to, but it's getting late. Let us flee. I'm not late in real life. It's actually relatively early over here. But no, late video game wise, so go over, sleep away the baddies. Figure out what the heck else we need over here. 5 comparators, 5 repeaters, bunch of redstone. I've now got. Comparators and repeaters. We've got you. Got some spare sitting in my ender chest. Got some packed ice, which I'm going to be using for other things. Probably stash you in there, but it'll be fine for now. Extra redstone torches, which I got since I didn't do my correctly. But I think with that, we're ready to head back. Oh yeah, technically that means I've actually finished the farm layout before. Alright. You off. There. Picked up. Put on the fancy shaders. Oven. And oh, actually, I want the triple farm. Yeah, it's not. I mean, it is and it isn't. The triple farm originally referred to also sugarcane. As you see, we've actually got a decent sugarcane supply back over at spawn, so why bother? Now you can see I've got replace pan there on my to-do, but I'm still kind of debating that. The pan design works. I've used it multiple times on other servers. It's okay. The question is, do I do Nimbomb's pop slab things and maybe make it work a little bit more effectively? Oh. Now, on the one hand, having the thing actually work better would be awesome. The faster we get rid of those mobs, the more loot we're going to get, because we're going to fill up the mob, because we could very easily fill up the mob cap otherwise. Downside, of course, is that it's going to take a while. Hey! Hey, little babe. Now we got 5 out here. And yes, it is accurate that I've now created a farm for these guys. It's not a very good farm, but it's a farm. Oh yeah, and I should have got some item frames to throw on here too. Mark what everything is. Oh, I can do that later. Alright, so with that, all these guys. You need to be... Perfect. Perch. Enough. Ah, crap. You go then. Some of my redstone did sadly drift away. One redstone dust popped off. Oh. Unless I picked it up. That would be hilarious, actually. Oh dear. Great. I've gone from 21 to 22, so I think that recovered it all. But I did lose a torch. Something like that. Okay. I got a little bit of cleanup to do up there. So, water down, good. Perfect, okay. Everybody's back. Alright, with that, get laying out dust. This is gonna get thought. Cobble, I guess? Okay. I've got a better idea. Ooh. Over there, please. Hey, torch. Didn't mean to. Grab this before anything bad happens. Fine. I'll grab some of this stuff. Now, all right, pull back some slabs. I can even do this. Oh, okay, I do need all tops. All right. Pull you back. Yeah, everything should be fine. Oh, that's right, I forgot to get me back for that. And for now, they can just sort of sit there and melt. That does it. Can I build this clock in the next 5 seconds or so? Nope, not fast enough. All right. Didn't quite get that done in time, but that's fine. I tried. No, that's good enough. Negative. Right there. Please. Work. I'm in here. No, that's not even gonna work. Nope. Also not gonna work. Here. You. Yo. Okay. Eight of those. 5 of those. All right. You nice? Io fuori. Fine. Okay. Oi. Oi. Take that. That big a meaning. 5. Spider eyes. Alright, well the item filter is definitely done. Only got about half an hour left though. Maybe I should set up the AFK spot first. Really want to replace this, but AFK I think is first. Pull some glass out of there. I think I would love to do right here. Take this down. You know, I got a better idea. Not high enough. Alright, no. We'll come back and figure this out later. The plan actually was to go from the center of the farm and build up. Certainly suits it a lot better, I think. Okay. Set up the safety here. My offhand. Perfect. And to get back out, you just come back to here. Well, this feels a little claustrophobic. Got that. Good. So I go into light sensing. None of this is anywhere near what we need for spawning mobs. Head over here and figure out how exactly pop this into place. This. Of course, I am going to need a little bit more, so redstone down. A lot of slabs, so yeah. I want to go another, probably at least 4 more. I'm one too high right here. Yep, that should do it. Back over here. Quite the center though, because I remember building out. And to confirm. You know what? Cheat cam time. I think this axis along here, sorry, this axis along here, proper center. Yep, indeed. So if I line myself up with that, I go at least one more. Cool. And this is the AFK spot right here. Right underneath. So reinforce this a little. And I love how that actually looks like it's one solid block, but carefully, it's a top slab and a bottom slab. There, but that for now. Yeah. There we go. There's some spiders spawning along last. There we go. Some creepers. What I'm curious about is how much fighting they do on the way in. Well, and also I guess I should follow along down here. Items coming in down here. But it's so dark, it's tough to tell. Over here. Items shooting down at us. Well, I think they're disappearing out of view, sadly. I can barely. A little bit coming down. Gunpowder. Obviously, this too. Not struggling are they doing? Spiders definitely aren't happy. Seem to be working okay. Yeah, that's one big problem with this design right here is just the spider collection area. Nembon actually has a much better approach where you actually take out one extra area around it and just put a whole bunch of signs in here. That way, the spiders basically get brought to the very edge, drop down twice. One problem though is you actually have to expand out here. Instead of using 9 hoppers, you now need 25. What I may do instead is take his basic pattern but extend it out. So these fence gates along the edge get replaced out and are left with just one fence gate in the center along with a water stream that heads down. Now, I think the problem with that, the reason why I'm not so keen on that, sadly, is with only one water area down, basically spiders can just sort of float on top, I think, since they're 2 by 2. Even creepers might be liable not to sink down once they get there until they get to the very, very center. So you create like another bottleneck in there. No, I think this works. Is it perfect? No, it actually tends to be a little bit slow in some regards. But the option is to either expand it out to practically double the number of, yeah, more than double the number of hoppers, or potentially bodge it up. Sliding a little bit. Again, the efficiency of this farm really depends on how quickly mobs it can die in here. So I think probably worth the effort to actually expand out that collection pool. Expand out the collection pool and make it, 5 by 5 rather than the 3 by 3 I got here. But I can save that for another stream. In the meantime, you can see I'm getting a nice collection of creepers right over here. In fact, let's check out right here. How much power am I getting out of these things? Not enough yet. Although you can see, oh, hey, look. I'm getting some out of it, which is good. Stare at this for a little bit. These two definitely will go. If this one goes, then we've had a bunch of spider eyes. But I don't see how I could get anywhere near 41 spider eyes. Gunpowder I could kind of see by this. Gunpowder went off. Powder again. Spring. Love that shadow as a gun. A little bit more. What else could I demonstrate? Actually, let's check what the lighting conditions are underneath here. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to light this area up a little bit better. But having said that, you saw my bound experience fact. Bring this back. Nothing can spawn down here, so quite frankly, I don't even really care. I can have something spawn within there, but since it's a glass block, nothing can spawn on it. So, spawn proofing down here is entirely optional. It's more just for my benefit if I come down the ladder a little bit early. here and check. Oh, moon's almost set. Just chill out here. A little bit of AFK. Alright, well this is really good because we need this to actually get a whole ton of TNT built. Fortunately, a farm like this isn't going to be intrinsically all that fast, just because it takes so long to kill off the mobs themselves. Can't think of a faster way to get gunpowder, though, other than just have this thing run over and over again. Alright, that out of the way. Pretty sure we're all above, so let's check out our ill-gotten gains. Perhaps I should have left that open. Oops, your brutal. Oh yeah, no, there's tons of space, so pretty much everything spawned on top there. So basically, all I gotta do is run up, and as long as I get it, as long as I don't, like, dawdle or anything like that, all my gear will be A-okay right there. But yeah, I should have paid more attention to that. Embarrassing. Yeah, I'll get a little bit of XP back. Up for my troubles. Alright. Back on. Helmet bod. Ugh. Poor chest. To the iron helmet. I really need to invest in getting some better gear for myself. Progress at least seems to be taking some time. And nobody's, I think, sort of moved to make a raid farm. So there's not really a... On the hotbar. On the corner. Perfect. That. You out. Even so, I didn't see it coming before. You know, it's one of those sort of like split second before disaster things that goes, oh, where you go, oh shoot, it's really gonna happen, isn't it? Two in there. Didn't have any more slabs in there, so. All right, let's take you with me. But oh yeah, no, let's check up on this. Nothing here to pitch. Some bones though, I had not anticipated that. I'll take you, but I don't know. Slabs, nothing. Gain string. 18 gunpowder, so not all that impressive. Tell you what, stash the bones in there since you're probably going to be useful in the future. That's looking pretty good, but as you sort of saw on the top, we've got nowhere near enough slabs to sort of fill in the top proper. So head on up and fix that. Right, the farm should be a lot more efficient. Get even more spawns from here. You. All right. And I think a better choice than putting that right there would be to actually put something to sort of go all the way up to there. And that way it's not going to risk sort of, I mean, it's not really hurting the rates as far as I know, so. That, we got about 5 minutes left. Long and fill all this in. Good enough for now. If not, I can pull back into there. Do the diagonal thing. Fastest way to put it. Lay these planks. The idea here is that if you move on diagonal angles, basically your horizontal and vertical add up. And so you actually go, I think, roughly 1.4 times faster. It's actually a bit faster than that, but not by too much. And no, it's not 1.4 times faster. It's about 40% faster, but makes more sense for you. I'm actually second guessing my placement thing here. Not because I think it's slower than I expect. I honestly think it's equally as fast as I expect. But one thing I'm thinking about is whether or not any mobs sort of spawn in there. Creeper pops out, spots me, starts fizzing, explodes. I mean, that would really ruin my day. If I go like this, then essentially I'm just adding more darkness as it comes along. I don't really have to worry about coming along. It's basically going to maximize my safety if I go this route. Alright, let's... You... 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 On this one. This is going to be nowhere near enough, but... Sorry. And this obviously is fairly safe because nothing can actually see within there. Alright. Let's pull this out. Rapidly descending. Not what I wanted to do. this, this, then this. See how much 2 stacks of slab takes me. Sun's going down too, so I might actually get... I mean, the rates are not going to be good this altitude, just because so much of my personal spawning sphere is actually going to prevent mobs from spawning on here. Better than nothing. Oh, and I just realized what I'm missing up there too. Something over the top of my head. Otherwise, phantoms are going to continually be nipping at my... Oh. Something else I should figure out. Yep. And yeah, I said I'd be leaving soon, but... Come on, I'm so close to finishing this top. Let's at least get this done. Once I get this top done, I can more or less just AFK up here. Rebuild our supplies, and, you know, bada bing, bada boom from there. Now, I have no idea how that skelly actually spawned in there, because there should be nowhere near enough headroom for a skelly to spawn. This 13 left, huh? Still not going to be enough, but I will at least be able to get one more rolling. Look at that. One off. How impressive is that? Is that extra? But I'm probably going to need that many for the ice farm after all. I'm technically chewing up the supplies I wanted for that farm instead. I think they've done it. Although I think I will put a little area in there just to emphasize that this thing is... Because, I mean, obviously I filled in that thinking, oh yeah, no, I can fill in the entire side here. And clearly that is not the case. And this actually is low enough that you could jump on top of it, so. So I can still use it as a escape hatch if I must. Sadly, I think I must. Here we folks. Alright. We're gonna sleep through this night. A quick check of the item filters. Yeah. Wow. How did I not die? Okay, we're not going to do a quick check of the item filters because I just destroyed one. Or two. Alright, well. Alright. Go back over here. Grab all my goodies. Port. Do I have? No, but I can use some birch slabs in there. Like, that should be fine. How did I survive that creeper explosion, though? I gotta admit, that completely baffles me. That should have killed me straight up. Yet somehow it did not. Okay. A little bit of redstone. Go back and repair this. Works. You guys are all fine. Heck. How are you empty? Oh, I get you. The redstone at the bottom, since it blew up, must have also emptied everything in there out. Alright, alright, alright. Okay, let's go up front then. Okay, let's spawn proof this area then. Seriously, this area needs a lot of beautification. Whatever, I'll get to this later. You don't need to see this on screen. Alright, so let's pull out you, and you. You. Fine. Pull out you and you. Set these item filters. You. Oh, that's obviously the wrong thing. Wait, why did you empty? You're working fine. You empty. What the heck? Because I use slabs to patch that? That's all I can think of. Throw some birch back in there. That makes a diff. Because you saw that it was working. The only thing that changed in there is the fact that there's a bunch of slabs. Oh. What a mess. Okay. Oh. Oh, of course. That could make a difference. Oh, no wonder. Okay. Actually, I should probably level this out a little bit just to discourage any more explosions from destroying things. Yeah, I'll worry about that later. Perfect. Oh, and take a look at that too. I'm already getting some gunpowder in there. Oh, now you should be unloading. You are not enough. Oh, you didn't have any overflow protection, did you? Oh no, the levels were just so high that it couldn't take it. Alright. You need a bunch of... I guess that it was just the redstone power was so large that it prevented it from doing much of anything. Here we go. We're getting just a little trickle in. Do this without blowing the items. Ring. Ah, so we already got a stack of gunpowder and a little bit of string. Alright, well, it's getting a little bit late, but recount, I guess that's a pretty good spot to stop. I guess the triple farm is more or less done. I mean, obviously, we don't have the sugarcane in there, but we'll worry about that later. It's productive. It's basically just grinding away. I'm not really in the ideal AFK spot, but if I get up there and work on that, it should be fine. Obviously, got to remember to put the little thing above my head, but I can do that off stream easy enough. And so, yeah, with that, we shall be seeing you later.